Huzzah, friends, and well, I'm just gonna let you see for yourself. Of course, I live in Florida, and while we are, thank goodness, on the eastern, we live on the first coast, so we're not going to get too much damage, but we are going to get at least 1 mile sustained winds above 39 knots, which meets the criteria for being a hurricane. So, what does that mean? Well, I'm having a little bit of a party right now. I'm, I did have the barbecue fired up earlier. I did cook some bacon and mushrooms and onions on my cast iron skillet in there. And then I got sidetracked by some other things, and when I got angry enough, I decided it was time to take a nap. Or actually, Wendy decided it was time for me to take a nap, so I took a nap, and I just woke up, and now I'm making hamburgers. So that's kind of where we're at right now with this. As for rain, you know, the only thing I have to say about meteorologists is I envy them. They get to be wrong half the time and still keep their jobs. In fact, they get to be wrong half the time and often get pay raises. One thing I am grateful for is that Jim Cantore isn't walking around my block. If I see Jim Cantore, then I know I'm in some really deep caca. So, but no Jim Cantore this time. I think he's spending his waking moments right now in Panama City, Tallahassee, thereabouts. The last I checked the map, I think it was going to be, I think my friends who live in Pensacola in that area are gonna they're gonna get it not as bad as it could be. Problem is, we have this thing called the Coriolis effect, and the hurricane's moving north. I live in Northeast Florida. That means I'm getting heavier wind because I'm on the most dangerous semicircle, whereas my friend Doughboy and a few others who live in and around Pensacola are in the least dangerous semicircle. So the winds are going to be a little bit less damaging. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I do, as soon as this band flies over, I'm gonna bring the recycling bin in because it's just dying to get knocked down. I live 27 feet above sea level, so we're not even in a flood zone. The only way it could flood is if the retention pond in the back overflows, and the only way that would happen is if a bunch of debris were to clog up the storm drains, and that has happened, and that has happened before. That's about the only way we start seeing water coming up from where we're at now. I'm grateful that we don't live at the beaches. Hopefully our church building and my friends who live nearby will be in AJ squared away shape. So we'll see where it goes. Anyway, say prayers for the folks who are getting pummeled right now, and it's all Gulf Coast and moving up, at Jalapacoa and so forth. They're eating it. They're going to be eating it if they're not right now. So let's keep them in the prayers, and let's see what happens. For the rest of us, though, we just have to take it in stride the best we can. Mother Nature will always win, though. I grew up in Northern California. I grew up near the San Andreas Fault. The earthquakes will win on this side of paradise. The hurricanes will always win. Anyhow, stay safe out there. Love you guys. Bye now.